Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm not going to discuss anything that relates with education aspects, right? It's about normal life experiences. And this topic is majorly about relationship between male and female in Nigerian perspective, or let me say in African perspective, but I want to be specific that in Nigerian perspective. First of all, before I start this video, I want to play this video so that you will understand the background of my discussion. Then we are going to dive into the conversation of the day.
Thanks for staying with us. So, we're still discussing downgrade, getting married to somebody you feel like is below your level. And this woman found her husband talking to their friends, and he was asked if he thinks she was a downgrade. And then we decided to flip it, where there are men that walk into their wives with their girlfriends and say, do you think you downgraded, or do you think he's too old for you or something?
This one is going to be the specific aspect that I'm going to cover in this conversation as to the kind of women that men likes to marry. You understand? Like when it comes to okay, a man wants to settle down, he wants to get married. So what kind of woman do you think a man is looking for? And I discovered that a lot of times ladies usually get this wrong when it comes to men and the kind of woman they want to settle with. I realized that a lot of ladies don't really understand men's perspective about who to settle with eventually. You see, as a man, I don't want to be spilling the beans, right, about men's secret or something, but I just think that the women out there need to understand something, or the girls or the ladies out there, they need to understand something about men. There is a difference between the caliber of women that we want to date compared to the caliber of women that we want to spend the rest of our life with. I'm telling you from a man's perspective. I've been married for 4 years now, and I know exactly what I'm saying. And I believe that so many men will agree with me about this particular conversation. There is a difference between a lady I want to date and mess around with and the lady I want to get married to. Now, I'm going to say something specifically about the ladies, especially the ones that are in the diaspora. You see, if you are an African or Nigerian to be precise, all this show off of, oh, look at my curve, I have hot legs, all those kind of a thing does not suffice, and it is not going to convince a man to marry you and spend the rest of their life with you. No, we don't look at the container when we want to really settle down. We look at the content. Majorly what men look for when they want to select a woman they want to spend the rest of their life with is the kind of woman they can marry, and they know that they will be at peace. There won't be any issue, there won't be anything to worry about, there won't be any pressure on them. But if we want to mess around with women, that is when we look at their container. I know you understand exactly what I mean when I say container. We look at that, ah, wow, beautiful face, beautiful shape, and all those kind of a thing. Yeah, I want people to be seeing out with me like this is a girl I'm dating, this is a category of people I'm dating, all those kind of a thing. But when it comes to the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, the container in most cases does not really count. In most cases, it is the content of that container that is more important to us. That's why this particular video that I shared with you at the start of this video is like when they are saying that maybe a man lower his standard when he wants to get married compared to the caliber of women that he was dating when he was still in the market, dating different kind of girls. It is not lowering our taste, it is not lowering our standard. It is only the fact that we know what we want in a woman. We know the category of woman that we want to spend the rest of our lives with. Remember, a man that have, done this, done that, been here, been there, when it comes to different categories of girls and ladies, he knows exactly what he wants. Most of the time, when we want to settle down with a woman, we look at the contents of that woman. Is this kind of woman going to be in my life forever? Like, this is a person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Is this person going to be the best person for me? Does it fit into that, prescription of the kind of woman I want to spend the rest of my life with? So that is why you will see a guy that the kind of girls he used to date when he was still in a dating world are all this, wow, the girl have beautiful face, have beautiful shape, and all what's not. But when the guy now settled down, you now be like, wow, the lady you married in terms of physical feature is not as good as the girls you used to date. Then you will now be thinking that the guy lower his standard. No, we did not lower any standard. It's just because we've seen and unseen everything that is there to see, and we realize that what is more important for a successful marriage and a peaceful and a happy marriage and relationship is not about how beautiful the face look or how the shape looks like. So that is why most of the time I pity all these girls that will be, dressing in some kind of ways and be flaunting whatever for the man to be kind of impressed and all those things. They used to say something that likes attract likes. So when you flaunt everything, the kind of people you will attract are those people that are just looking for somebody to date for the time being. Wow, this girl is looking sumptuous. I have to eat my own share of national cake, Those are the caliber of people you'll be attracting. There is no two way about it. We can fool with that kind of person. We can, oh wow, you are a queen, you are beautiful, you are this, you are that. But once we get what we want, and once we don't want to be in the market anymore, sorry, we don't need you anymore. Like, this is not the kind of girl I want to settle with. So we can do all those things, make you feel like a queen and everything. But when we want to settle down, we know exactly what we want. You understand? And most of the time, when a girl comes to a man cheap, the kind of that kind of girls, we don't usually like to marry such girls. When we get too cheap and stuff like that. But I'm just it was just because of that video that just made me say, let me just have this conversation with you guys, like what men thinks when they want to settle down is not the same thing that girls are thinking when they want to settle down. It's two different things. So you guys need to put yourself in this position where a man has to respect you. If you want a man to marry you or to give you the regard that you think you deserve, you have to put yourself in that position. We don't care about your hot legs or your beautiful face or your curves and everything when we want to really be serious with a girl. We really, really don't care. Unless if with your nice shape and your beautiful face, you still have the content that we are looking for. I'm telling you, once we find that, that is perfect for us. So that's why you will still see some people that we have fine face, beautiful curve, but their content is super. We will go for those kind of girls. In fact, that is jackpot for us. But you have a nasty content, you don't respect man. I mean, the way some of you will treat a man or will speak to a man. In fact, sometimes I will say that some of you don't deserve a good man. You know, the way you behave around a man sometimes, making them to feel less of themselves. If as those caliber of people are, you know, even deserving to marry a good man, you know, people that just make a man to feel less of themselves. So those are kind of the things that men look at before they, you know, make a decision to get married. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. This is where I'm going to be ending the video today. And if you like my content, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share my content with your friends. And also, you can search through my video because I have different types of niche that I'm doing. So please search the one that is most appropriate to what you would really like, and then please you can also make suggestions to me about the kind of videos that you want me to be doing. So um, that being said, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm going to see you next time. Peace out.